morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a decent FPL game week. I've got a bit of a cold this morning, so I'm not sounding 100%. Laptop doesn't like the stream at the moment. Hopefully that levels out. Cheers, we got the Homer Simpson mug today. Hang on, I know what the problem is. Bear with, I'll be back. That should have sorted it. Hopefully that sorted it. I was streaming in 4K, which my laptop unfortunately can't handle. But we're not in 4K anymore, so hopefully that works. Hope everyone's doing well. I've got a little coffee in my Homer Simpson mug. I thought I'd go live. Monday morning, innit? But a lot of people are still off work, so I thought it'd be a good time to go live. Talk about game week so far, how I've got on. You guys can share how you've got on. Just a general reaction and chit chat about FPL, basically. Good morning, Jensen. We got Jensen and Glenn Jensen in. Good to see you, Glenn. Lalix, good to see you. Echo, Laura, Bobbery Jackson. What a great name. Here's how I got on. Here is how I got on. Pretty good game week so far. Can't lie. Good to see you, Steve, Ujwell, Gunners Girl. Great to see you all. I had 63 points from how many players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Salah, obviously, just being a friggin' legend. He's on course for the best FPL season in history. So in the 19th game of a 38... Well, in fact, Salah hasn't even played 19 games yet because he missed one, didn't he? So he's played 18 games. So from 18 games, Salah has 200 points. So he's on for a 400-point season in FPL right now, which is just mad. Absolutely mad. So I'm very happy with my Salah points. Robinson, got an assist from him. Sells. I'm hoping that works out. Because I sold Sanchez. I was a little bit worried about Chelsea rotation. And I thought, Nottingham Forest against Everton is a pretty much guaranteed clean sheet. And it was, so we're very pleased. So yeah, Sells and Aina, double Forest defence. Very happy about that. Haaland scored a goal. I watched the highlights of the Man City game and he could have had a hat-trick. So hopefully that's the turn of form that Haaland needs. He actually smiled during the game. I haven't seen him smile for about 3 months. So I saw him smile. Oh, my stream replay's gone dead. Let's just replay that. There we go. Yeah, I've still got to play? Timber, Rogers, Palmer, Isak, and João Pedro. So yeah, let us know how many points you got. So I'm on 63 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad at all. Larry Jones has woke up to 59 from 3. Salah captain, Wood and Trent. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing Trent, but can't have them all. Nixie, good to see you. Good morning, Sally. I hope you're doing well. Your man Salah doing absolute bits once again. What else we got going on? Salah was supposed to play for the team you support in Egypt, but the coach said he's not good enough. Wow. Yikes. That's quite funny. 40 from 3, no Trent or Wood has killed me. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. 40 points from 3 players as well, and you're saying you've been killed. I don't think so, mate. Not at all. That's a good week. 40 points from 3 players is incredible, mate. I would not worry about that. I'm in the top 100k as well. How good's that? I've been in the top 100k. In fact, it's funny that there's a lot of that goes on in sports where kids get thrown out at an early age when they're not like fully developed for not being good enough or whatever. I had a friend who I think, well, a couple of people actually, but one friend who was a swimmer, I think he got rejected from a couple of like performance centres in the UK because he wasn't very big at the time as a swimmer. And then he got accepted into a private school. I think he tried a few places who said he wasn't good enough before the private school. And then he went to this private school and he went to the 2016 Olympics in Rio. off the back of a few rejections. So sometimes you get rejected, don't you? That's how it works. And I don't mean to say this out of turn, but I wonder if Salah's career would have gone the way it has done if he started playing, if he played in like the Egyptian league. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Only 57 because Son missed a penalty. Yeah, that's Son penalty. Yikes. 44 from Salah, Robinson, Sarr, and Van Dijk. Yeah, on Sarr, I talked about him in the video I just made. Eze was the one who came away with the plaudits, but I think Sarr had a better game. And I also think Munoz, my God, if you have Munoz, I'd be fuming. He should have scored, I think, in his last 2 or 3 games. So if you got Munoz, I'd still consider him a buy, to be completely honest with you. He looks great. Laura is at Old Trafford. Oh, that's massive. Yeah, I don't know which Man United to turn it up. I'm a little bit worried about how we play without Bruno, I've got to say. I'm in the top 10k, but in my mind's eye, I have Erling Haaland in my face telling me to stay humble. Fair enough, mate. That's the way to go. Good morning, Doc. 56 from Eze, Trent, and Salah. Not bad at all. You cursed Cunha. Yeah. Wow. What are you saying that you bought him this week? I think Cunha owners can take their points and run at this point. What's really annoying is if he is actually injured, he's probably going to serve his suspension while he's injured, which is just it's really annoying. Yeah, Bristol City was great. It was a great game, mate. Mehmeti brace. It was a good game. 1-3-0. I was very happy. The Portsmouth fans were quite aggy as well, which was quite fun. Because in the reverse fixture, they absolutely destroyed us. It's one of the worst performances I've ever seen from Bristol City. And 1-3-0, so up the City. And we've got a game. There's so much football for me coming up. We're playing, we got Derby at the weekend on Saturday, and then we've got Wolves in the FA Cup in a couple of weeks' time. So I might actually see Cunha in person, which would be quite funny. Cheers, Harry. First season playing FPL. Currently 700k. What's a decent finish for your first season? I don't really have an opinion on that, mate. I always aim for a top 100k finish. I think if you're playing FPL, know the Premier League, and are involving yourself in FPL content with content creators and stuff, top 100k should probably be the target. And I think if you're in the top in 700k overall, you're in a good place. You're in a good place for a top 100k finish. Is Eze a buy or avoid? I'd probably buy him. I do think Sarr could be better. If you had the money, would you still buy Trent knowing Konate's back soon? Yeah, I do. I don't think Konate and Joe Gomez have the same problem with injuries. I always thought that when people were looking at buying Joe Gomez, I was like, yeah, short term he could be good, but he's guaranteed to get injured. And the same will happen with Konate. It's just the nature of like his body. He just gets injured. Trent, I would definitely buy Trent. I think Trent is by far and away the best Liverpool player. Sorry, Liverpool defender, because his attacking returns, clean sheets, and bonus points, he can score them all. Second season, 30k. Love it. Fingon. Virgil van Dijk hold. I just did Pedro to Wood. Yeah, I definitely hold on to Van Dijk, mate. 57 despite Sarr and Solanke blank. Up to 1.4 million. Worst season in 18 seasons. Wow. Yeah. You win some, you lose some, man. Just keep going. Just don't give up. And we do have 3.9 million Quansah who should start the next few. You are right. That might actually impact Liverpool's chances of keeping clean sheets, though. If Cunha is suspended or injured, I think Chris Wood's the best replacement. If you can get him. Would you do Trent to Timber in order to upgrade Enzo to Eze? No. No, I'd keep Trent. 59 points, that's great. Trent is so expensive, though. Yeah, but the thing is with Trent, he guarantees you returns through 3 different means. He will probably get around 10 assists this season. He will probably score 5-ish goals, and he will keep 10 clean sheets. That's 25 returns across this. That's what he sort of guarantees you should he start most of the games. And he's 7 million. I think it's good value. I have Timber, Gabriel, and Robinson. Do you think it's worth to get Trent to replace one of them? Nah, just keep him, mate. Just keep him. That's a bit of a luxury move. I'm glad I changed captain to Salah last minute. Was going to go Palmer. Yeah, God, captain Salah every week. This is my first season, and he's in foot. Wow. Great work, Luke. 47 points for go-to. I love that. I guess it's what, Haaland. You had Salah and Trent, didn't you? Yeah, exactly, Alex. Salah should have scored 4 goals. He did miss some sitters. So did Haaland as well. I could have had a hat-trick out of Haaland as well. Would you bring in any Liverpool attackers? I see Sally sort of asked that question as well. I think on the Liverpool attackers, the only one I'd pick is Salah. I genuinely only pick Salah. I think Jota, Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, none of them are nailed enough for me to actually want to start to pick them. I wouldn't pick any of them. That's just my thoughts. What is a shame about the game at the moment, though, genuinely, I don't think there are many forwards and midfielders, right? Outside of Semenyo, Salah, you could maybe include Haaland, Chris Wood, Isak in that conversation. Outside of those, like 4 or 5 players, do you think there are any that you'd actually like desperately want to get in your team? I'm not all that excited by forward and midfield options. If I were to be completely honest with you, Sally, and say my favourite Liverpool triple up, it would be Salah, Trent, and Van Dijk. That would be the 3 that I'd have, I think. I know it's not as exciting as getting Jota, Gakpo, Diaz in, but my gut feel is that Trent, Van Dijk, Salah is the best triple up. And I think Alisson's good as well, but the problem with Alisson is I think he's become a bit injury prone. And also Arne Slot as the assistant manager, if you want to do that. I really like the thought of going for someone like Sean Dyche or Amorim as the assistant manager, though. But yeah. Should I go Virgil, Bruno, and Welbeck out for Trent? I actually don't mind that. That looks like a good move. Salah, Trent, and Arne Slot. Yeah. I was inspired by your comment then. I'm excited for my Watkins punt. Yeah, we'll see how Watkins gets on. I wonder how many. Can we see? No, I don't think we'll be able to see how many people bought Watkins. Anyone in the chat, let me know how many people bought Watkins ahead of Gameweek 19. I think it'll be a nice differential for you. Yeah, I think Amorim could be good, along with Sean Dyche, for sure. Hey mate, got Mateta this week. Oh my god, that's way too knee jerky. I probably told you at the time to get Chris Wood instead of Mateta, but I think if you've got Mateta now, you just got to stick with him. Man, you are worse than Bristol City. I'd like to see them play, actually, to be honest with you. Isak or Trent? I'd say Isak. Do you definitely think Forest can finish in a European spot? Yeah. I really do. Their defence is so good. The thing is with Forest, they've got an identity and a way to play, and it just works. And they also have the exact players to like deliver on that philosophy. They're not like shoehorning players into positions that they don't belong in and aren't used to. They've got a system, and they've got the exact players that work to do that system. I really like Forest. And yeah, I would argue that using transfers on the assistant manager chip could be a good thing to do. The Knights template, I love it. Your comments are brilliant. Are you? What's the story behind the Knights template username? Do you come from a I don't know what you call it, What do you call a family of a knight? I don't know. What's your background to have created the knight character? Nice one on buying Eze. Chris Wood or Trent? I'd probably say Trent actually over Chris Wood. I really need Jackson to start as my first sub has 0 points. Yeah, do you want to see who my first sub is? Bloody Dibbling. But it is what it is. I've got a quiz to do in a second, so I'll read some more comments and then we'll do the quiz if anyone fancies doing the quiz. Someone asking me what happened to Madueke. I remember seeing that. I just don't think any of those Chelsea midfielders are worth buying at all, other than Palmer. You did tell me about Dibbling, Harry. You did. Someone actually told me to sell him as well. The best defence combo is Sals and Aina. Hey, look at that. I actually think it's Sals and Milenkovic, but Aina's good too. Watkins, it's either 5 or 11,000 transfers by the looks of that. Ooh, okay, Julius. I'm not sure. So me saying that Isak is better than Trent does not necessarily mean you should sell Trent to get Isak. I don't think. Nice one, Cortex. Thanks for joining, mate. Should I go Virgil, Bruno, and Welbeck out for Trent, Gordon, and Wood? I've already answered that. Yeah, I think that's a great move. What is your wildcard saying at this time? I should probably I'll make a wildcard video this week, mate. I will. What's the vibe with Maddison? Yeah, he is. It's interesting. I've got an auntie and an uncle who are big Tottenham fans, and they are not necessarily frustrated with the style of football, but they are frustrated with the fact that Ange Postecoglou is not playing James Maddison. Bear with. Sorry, guys, I've just got to sort something out. Yeah, I think Maddison is one of Spurs' best attackers, and Ange is just not playing him. It's mental. Thoughts on Jackson? Well, he hasn't played yet. You can't make a decision on Jackson before he plays, in my opinion. Diaz and Jesus in for Enzo and Cunha. Yeah, I don't... Hey, Diaz is good, but I'm just not sure he's going to play every game. I think you should go cheap. Get someone like Rodgers in. $47 points with 6 players, including Palmer captain yet to play. Yeah, a lot of people saying as a Palmer captainer that you've lost. You haven't lost yet. He's still got to play Ipswich. Should I go for Enzo to Murphy/Rodgers? No, I wouldn't get rid of Munoz and Robinson. Happy New Year, mate. Sar failed. He'd be fine. He'll be fine. Does anyone want to do a quiz? And yeah, if you're enjoying the stream so far, please leave me a like rating. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. That'd be great. But yeah, we can do the quiz if anyone wants to do a quiz. How do we get on in the challenge while we wait? People who didn't captain Isak for his hat-trick were feeling bad not long ago, and we saw what happened there. Yeah, exactly. I think my challenge team has done quite well. Ooh, wow, it has done quite well. I captained Haaland, though. I thought I'd just take a bit of a differential and go Haaland. I haven't done that well, to be fair. I just don't think I can look past Salah at the moment, Sally. I've got to be honest. As much as I love Haaland, I don't actually love him that much. But I just think Man United for Salah at Anfield is a great fixture. The one fixture where I would consider not captaining Salah is Gameweek 21 against Nottingham Forest. Because I think Forest are now probably one of the top defences in the league. And I would say that's a red fixture rather than a grey one. Nottingham Forest away in Gameweek 21 Whereas Haaland's got Brentford away, which I think is a good fixture. And then Palmer has Bournemouth. He's got Bournemouth at home. So I think game week 21 could be a time where you captain someone else. But for me, I'd give it to Salah. This week for sure. This coming week. Right. We can do the quiz if that's all right. No one said yes, but I spent some time doing it this morning, so I'm going to do it, whether you like it or not. We'll start off easy. Question number 1. I'll answer I'll answer the chat as we go along as well. But who is the highest scoring goalkeeper in FPL currently? Forest are definitely a red, yeah. I think that's the one time you might want to go away from Salah. This is a little bit of an unfair question because obviously some teams have played more games than others, but there's a factually correct answer to this question. So I seem to have got a bit of a cold as well, which is annoying. Bear with. My tactic when I have a cold is to exercise and try and sweat it out. So I booked a swim at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to end the stream at 10, have a stretch, bit of mobility, and then go for a big swim at 11. See if that makes me feel better. Right, anyway. Answer is Sells. Well done, everyone that said Sells. 85 points for Sells. Absolutely huge. Gee whiz knows. We got another silhouette. I actually can't remember who this is. But who is that? Does anyone know who that is? Can anyone tell me who that is? Rob Dickey. Big ups Rob Dickey, mate. What a legend. I absolutely love Rob Dickey. I don't have access to a sauna, unfortunately, James. My gym, I live right next to a gym, so I use that gym because it makes sense. But it doesn't have a sauna. Excuse me. Bear with. If you're interested, Tony, I'm just going to do a little bit of an aerobic warm-up, get the heart rate going, and then I'm just going to focus. I'm just going to focus on my technique because I'm in my Christmas break at the moment, and I just don't want to lose like my feel of the water. So I'm not going to hammer it and tire myself out or anything mad. I'm just going to keep my feel of the water up. So I'm just going to do that. The answer is Pedro Porro. Anyone that's wondering. Sorry, I was a little bit lax on that question. I sneezed and then I had a moment I need to go off camera for. Australian crawl, what's that? Oh, what, I'm going to swim. Oh, I see. No one actually got that. All right, I always ask this question, but it's quite a fun one. How many clean sheets have been kept in Game Week 19 so far? Exactly, Shane. I completely agree with you, mate. Palmer captainers who think they're on the back foot, don't stress. His cut ain't that clean. Who's that? Is that my haircut? I do need a haircut, to be fair. During Christmas, though, my barber has not been open, or I've been busy when I've wanted to get one. So, if you're talking about me, I'm planning to get a haircut, but I just don't have the opportunity yet. Got some FPL experts in the chat who know the answer to this one. The answer is 3. And Nixie has told us the teams as well. Looks like Sally, Sad, G-Wiz, and and Nixie all got that right. It was 3. Man City, Nottingham Forest, and Liverpool. Oh, Pedro Porro's haircut. Is it not clean, is it? Let's have a look. I think that's a pretty tidy haircut. Anyway. Everyone forgets about Man City, don't they? Who is that? I think I could actually guess this. I could actually get this one right. I'm laughing at some of these comments. Them shoulders. Donald Trump. Someone keeps saying Donald Trump is the answer. One day, mate. One day, I will do a quiz question and the answer is going to be Donald Trump, just so you can be right. The Knights Templar. It's funny. Emad is so keen he's put Chris Wood in 3 times. The answer is Kulusevski. I thought it was quite funny because Harmony in the chat said it was so easy. And it wasn't who she thought it was. Well done, everyone that said Kulusevski. So Sadell said it. Barbary, Wilson, Dreamers Canvas, Kabir, ASU, Florence, G-Wiz, Lee, Love You Fernandez, Billy the Fish. Who's that? I don't know who that is. You referring to me? I don't know. Question number 5. We've had the top scoring goalkeeper, but who is the top scoring defender in FPL right now? We'll round it off. Who is the top scoring defender in the game right now? Also, something I thoroughly enjoy about Mo Salah, I don't know if anyone follows him on social media, but he just takes happy selfies with all the Liverpool players. I don't even like Liverpool, but I quite enjoy watching him just living his best life, isn't he, really? He's loving life. Great family, scoring loads of goals. Got a Christmas tree up, which is controversial. One thing, actually, though. One thing, and it didn't really pay off for me. One thing I've not enjoyed this Christmas is the sheer amount of matching pyjamas that I've seen. And Salah, he's a matching pyjama man. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. But everything else he's done has been pretty mega. I'm just not sure about matching pyjamas. I don't know what you guys... Let me know in the chat your opinion on matching pyjamas. Anyway, the answer is Aina. So yeah. Let us know in the chat how many you got out of 5. And also your opinion on matching pyjamas. It's not for me. Not keen on the matching pyjamas. It's terrible. I'm a man with no children, though. And if I had a daughter who told me she wanted to wear matching pyjamas with me, I'd probably crave and do it. But Young's on lots of points, but he has missed a game due to suspension. Nixie got 3. G-Wiz got 4. Did anyone get 5 out of 5? Dreamers Canvas on 4 out of 5. Harry's Army have 2 girls and they hate them. Well, they've been raised correctly, mate. Milenkovic, no, he's not far behind. I think Aina's just doing him on bonus points so far. He's got lovely teeth as well, hasn't he? Biddy wanting matching pyjamas. No one got the Porro one. That is true, actually. So no one can actually get 5 out of 5. That is true. That is true. I was just going to... How long have we got? We're at 20 past 9. We've got 40 minutes left. I was just going to go through the games and we can talk about the games together if you want. So obviously Man City won. They won a football game. And quite convinced... Well, I say quite convincingly. Leicester probably should have scored. But anyway, yeah, Man City won. Haaland goal. Savio goal and assist. Or Savinho goal and assist. Foden with an assist. I don't know. Could Foden be a good option? He only played 65 minutes, but I think that's a thing, just managing his minutes, basically. West Ham, Brentford, Ipswich in his next 3. He could be pretty decent. Yeah. Ortega. He's expensive, though, isn't he? Yeah, he's 5.2 million. You can't really go for him. Haaland goal. Very happy with the Haaland goal. Haaland goal and 2 bonus as well. So as an owner, I will take that. Yeah, Foden's goal and assist have been a bit scrappy, to be fair. I'll give you that. I'm not convinced. But yeah, 2-0 win. Haaland, Savinho, Foden. And I think Leicester probably should have scored in that one. Palace, Southampton, Chalobah has been doing all right in terms of goals recently, hasn't he? Maybe not. 3 goals this season. He's not too bad an option. Eze with the goal. Other goal. He could be quite exciting. Dibbling scored for Southampton. He actually accumulated 1 XG that game, so pretty convincing performance from him. Sarr got over 1 expected goal involvements and didn't do anything. And Munoz should have scored as well. So I think if you're a Sarr and a Munoz owner, you should count yourself unlucky that you didn't get a return. And I would definitely keep them. I'm not really interested in Southampton. I don't know about you guys. I couldn't care less. I don't own anyone other than Dibbling, and I can't imagine anyone else does either. Forest Everton. Obviously, Forest winning 2-0. Gibbs White's done all right recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 returns in his last 5. It's not too bad. A goal and assist for Chris Wood. How good is Chris Wood, by the way? Hang on, bear with. I just have to go on mute again while I blow my nose. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. I am. Bear with. So yeah, good old Chris Wood. 3 games blanked? Yeah, but is what it is, mate. Chris Wood now has 11 returns in 18 games. And last season, he had 14 goals in 20 games, right? This is what I like to do with Chris Wood, because it's not just this single season as a sample size. It's much bigger than that. So if you add them up, he has now played, in the last 2 seasons, he's started 38 games, which is a full season. And he's scored 14 plus 11, 25 goals. So he's put in 25 goals in his last 38 Premier League games. If that's a full season, so if you're buying a striker for 6.6 million and they score 25 goals in a season, you'd be pretty chuffed with that. And his XGI is atrocious, but he's just bagging goals because he's such a good finisher. So that's Chris Wood. Not too interested in anything else, to be fair. Fulham and Bournemouth. Raul Jimenez with a goal. I actually thought Raul Jimenez would be benched this week because Muniz kept coming on off the bench and scoring, but that didn't happen. I did see Morpie's tweet. That was quite funny. An assist for Wilson. Assist for Semenyo. Big up Semenyo. He's actually done all right. 2 returns in his last 3 games, so I'm happy to keep hold of him. Evan Nilsson with a goal. Nothing too exciting, really. I'm not that excited by Evan Nilsson, I've got to say. So that happened. Spurs and Wolves. Goal for Brennan Johnson. I quite like Brennan Johnson, but you just can't rely on his minutes. It's a bit like Maddison. I like both of them as players and options, but they just don't play enough minutes. So when they do play, I think they're really good. But that's the question. When will they play? Liverpool 5, West... I mean, what's there not to talk about in this game? And to be fair, Jota, Gakpo and Diaz all with goals. And me saying that none of them are good options and they all scored. Salah with obviously his goal and 2 assists. Trent got the max bonus actually with his goal and clean sheet. It's very close between him and Salah though. No yellow cards in that whole game, which is pretty mental. And I'm surprised. I was surprised that Lopetegui hasn't been sacked yet. I thought that was a career ender, to be honest. Sorry, guys. I keep having to dip out to sneeze. So, yeah, I think that's a good little review of the games there. So I'll go back to my team. And we can just have a general FPL chit-chat for the next quarter of an hour or so. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a like rating on the stream. That'd be great. And if you haven't already as well, please subscribe to the Golden Goal channel. I'd really appreciate that. Salah lost the 3 bonus due to shots off target. He was a bit wasteful, wasn't he, to be fair? Calling me cool because I have Aina. I like that. Do you think Pedro's going to score? I don't know. I don't think... I just can't get rid of him because there's no other options at his price that I want. I'm not sure, to be honest, Sally. I think I will probably play it before the Liverpool double game week because I don't have enough Liverpool players. And my team is not structured in a way where I could easily get Liverpool players. And I need to somehow free up enough budget to get the assistant manager in. So, yeah. I will probably play it the week before Liverpool have a double, is probably what I'll do. And I'll also get maybe 1 or 2 Everton players in as well. What are your plans? What are you planning to do? Thinking of Cunha to Wood. Yes, I like that. Or I'd bench João Pedro. They should make midfielders just get 4 points for goals and have no clean sheet points. Yeah, midfielders, that's another reason why Salah's so good, because he's classed as a midfielder. I wonder how many fewer points he'd be on this season if he was a forward. Thank you, Knights Template. I appreciate that. Give us a recap on your predictions. Let's see. Was I right? Oh, that's the wrong screen. How did I get on? Well, I had Man City winning 4-1, which I guess kind of makes sense. Crystal Palace winning 2-0. Well, that's not too bad of a prediction. I had Everton 0, Forest 0. Yeah. Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Was that the actual... I forgot what the score was in that game. I did get that right. It was 2-2. What a good prediction there. I had Spurs winning 3-1. Yeah, not too bad. It was 2-2 in the end. And then Liverpool winning 2-0 against West Ham. So I'd say scorelines weren't quite right, but I think my thought process behind the predictions on quite a lot of these were pretty good. I was pretty close, wasn't I? My predictions were not too bad. You a wild card when you want to bring... Yeah, makes sense. I have the opposite issue to you, I guess. I think when I do wildcard, I will most likely sell him. Feel free to join the Hall of Shame tourney. What's that, mate? How does that work? Paul, great to see you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Nat's back. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Well, I actually have a bit of a cold today. You might be able to hear it. And my nose is a bit red because I've been blowing it loads. But other than that, we can't complain. I'm going to go for a swim this morning and see if I can get rid of it by doing some hard exercise. It is Salah's. Oh, it's your league, is it? The Hall of Shame tourney. I'm going to go and join it. I'm going to go and join it right now. Create and join leagues. Join a league. Join an invitational league. Is that your code, is it? 7JRNGS. Or is it a cup? Brother, you have scammed me. It doesn't seem to work. Is it a cup? Is it a cup? I don't want to create, I want to join. Yeah, didn't work. You scammed me. Can you scrutinise my team? Alien, Castanger, Trent, Gabriel, Sarr, Salah, Palmer, Udegood, Wood, Isaac, Jackson. I like the team, mate. Your spelling kid doing some work, but I'm only joking. Your team's good. Do I play Pau Torres? He has Leicester at home. Yeah, why not? Just wait and see how he gets on this week. He hasn't played yet. Who do you recommend? I need a defender. I'd go for Munoz or Milenkovic. Yeah, I have already used my triple captain. I used it on Haaland against Ipswich when he scored a hat-trick. Nice template. You take your time, my friend. Come back to me with a new code. Watkins in for Nicholas Jackson next week. If Watkins does well, I'd keep Jackson. Keep the faith in Jackson, mate. I think Jackson's good. The only thing about Jackson is that he could get a rest. 7R. Right, we can try this again. Bro. 7RJNGS. Bro. 7RJNGS. 7RJNGS. Oh, we're in. There we go. The Hall of Shame. Where would I be then? How many points have I got? Let's see how many points I've got. How many points am I on? I don't know why I'm looking at my own. 1218. So where would I be in this league then? Not doing too bad in my own mini league, I'll have you know. You know what? I'd be in a respectable place in that league. Yeah, I'm happy to join it. What's the prize for winning, mate? That's what I want to know. Also, this is my old housing estate in the town I used to live in. And I'm number 1 in their mini league. And I don't even live there anymore. Look at that. Absolutely dominating. I don't even live there anymore. Have that. How else are we doing? Here's how I'm doing against my mates. I'm real, nearly 100 points ahead now. Oh, I haven't checked my draft in a long time. That's something I've neglected. Oh, I'm second in the draft. Oh no. Oh no. I've still got Rashford. Oh, Trent on my bench. I've benched Trent, ladies and gents. What's going on? Trent is on my bench. What's going on? Oh no, I've had a mare. Well, hopefully Rashford doesn't play, but then I get Foden in. Oh God. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. Anyway, we'll go back. Can you please share your league code? Yeah. You're calling me an inter... What's an interloper? What does that mean? I've heard the word, but I'm just going to... Heh, that's what I do. What a great word that is. I'm going to start using that. Someone's asking me to share my mini league code. I can certainly do that. An ad for Australian mushrooms. Huge. There you go. There's my mini league code if you want to join. Sales delivered. Indeed he did, mate. I think he's the best goalkeeper in the game right now. I also think Forrester, maybe second best defence in the league ahead of Arsenal now. We'll see how Arsenal get on against Brentford. Yeah, you can tell, Nixie, I've not touched it since Trent got injured. You've got Haaland, you've had no Salah for this amount of time. Good grief. Well done on not giving up, though. Let's see how the mini league's doing as well. So we got Alex at number 1, and I think Alex is. I think Alex is 4th overall in the world. Where is he? Oh, he's 9th, but I think he's still got plenty left to play. Look. So Alex is 9th overall, top of my mini league. Nathan in 2nd, Jonas in 3rd. I'm not sure if you can change your FPL name. Is there anyone in the stream that is currently on the screen now in terms of their rank in my mini league? I'd be interested to know. My mate Sam, he's 24th, doing well. Harmony's there, 29th. G Wiz is there as well in 30th. I've seen you in there. Glenn, 48th. And then me in 56th. 56th is respectable. I'll take that. Who's ahead of me? Phil Green, I'm coming for you, mate. Who else we got? I think that's it. I haven't seen it. Don't recognise anyone else from the stream. I've got Verbruggen as my only playing goalkeeper. I'd stick with him, mate. Code is the pinned message in the chat, Claudette, if you can see that. Daniel Ralph has just put it in the chat as well, a few messages above you. Go back to my team. Captain Palmer. I wouldn't worry, mate. I think you've got still got a good chance. You know, people saying Salah captainers have won. Well, they haven't, because Palmer hasn't played yet. Isak hasn't played either. Need a good name when I'm top week 19. Is this potentially... Definitely. He's the fastest player to hit 200 points, and he's only played 18 games. He hasn't even played all the games that other players have, because they got obviously the Merseyside derby postponed. So he is on for the best season of any player ever. Rodgers captain. You've captained Rodgers? I'm not sure I would have captained Rodgers. It was, for me, it was between Salah, Palmer and Haaland. I wouldn't have considered Rodgers. I'm doing very well, Sivasanka. Yeah, how much would you price Salah at next season? How much would you price him at? That's crazy going, isn't it? Right, let's see what leaks, if there are any other FPL team news. Let's have a quick look through Twitter together. Yeah, Munoz put up 0.55 XGI. He was pretty mega. I've got to be careful when I scroll over clips, because I left one on the screen for a while and I got demonetized for it. Oh yeah, Rodgers is on 4 yellows, so we need to be a little bit worried about Rodgers. Andy, I never take my job for granted, but I do forget what you're doing. We have neighbours over talking about sales, project management, CRM. Who might score FPL joy points? There you go. Big ups, Andy. All right, we'll get back. Tough run of fixtures for Arsenal coming up. Not feeling the double up defence. What if they keep a clean sheet against Brentford, mate? Will your opinion change? Benching Trent is painful. I felt bad for benching Wood. I reckon he's done it. I have no idea on Joe Gomez, but my bet is he's done a hamstring. I have no idea, but my bet is he's done a hamstring. There we go. See, G-Wiz has just said it. What a shock. He loves his hamstring injuries, does Joe Gomez. I promise I made that assessment without actually knowing what he'd done, and also without reading G-Wiz's message. Would you go... Ooh. What does the chat... I'll let the chat answer that one, Sally. Would you pick Munoz or Robinson, chat? If you could only pick one. Who would you have? Who would you have? What's Fulham's fixtures like? Robinson's got good fixtures. But he is 4.9 million, though. I think my gut says Robinson as well. Yeah. Also, I have an opinion that Robinson is currently the best left back in the Premier League. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Iwobi and Gibbs White. Yeah, I don't mind that. I talked about Gibbs White briefly earlier. I'd say Eze too, Harmony, who we obviously all know and love. Yeah, Jim, that's the thing. With explosive, fast sprinters, I wouldn't say Saka is like an explosive player, I guess. But once you do a hamstring, it's very hard to come back from if it's serious. For sure. Hopefully that's not the case with Saka. I would imagine as well that surgery, procedures, medical care, etc. has gotten better than when Michael Owen did his hamstring as well. I just hope Saka doesn't get rushed back. That's all I'll say. I think he was... One of the reasons why you get hamstring injuries as well is overuse. Just overplaying and being fatigued. And Saka just gets absolutely flogged by Arteta, doesn't he? He plays... He must have played through so many injuries in his career so far. That's why you get hamstring injuries, through fatigue. Thoughts on how Southampton play? Betting in under their new manager, I wouldn't really pay much attention to it. Yeah, I don't mind Elanga. I just don't think he's absolutely nailed on for Nottingham Forest. Foden and Eze in for Andrew. That's pretty big. Michael Owen is the greatest pundit out there. It depends when you bought Mateta, Daniel. If you literally bought him this week, you'd be probably not want to sell him. Although I don't know why people were rushing Mateta in, to be completely honest with you. Southampton no longer targetable defence. I disagree. I'd still target all the promoted teams. Yeah. In Bumo or Diaz, I can see that conversation going on. Oh, this might sound controversial, but I would probably pick Eze over the two of them. It feels all kinds of wrong to say that, but I probably would. Gut feel is that Mbumo is better than Diaz, and you can spend the money as well doing something else. You've got Sarr. I see. Yeah, Diaz for the upcoming double, but that's quite a way off. You know, it's potentially 5 or 6 weeks away. Yeah, shame about Murillo. That would actually worry me a little bit, I guess, about Forest, is that Murillo injury. If it's long term. Yeah, Gordon. That's who you should go for, Sally. That's who you should probably go for, to be fair. Anthony Gordon. What's his numbers like? Let's have a look. Yeah, he's pretty good. Fixtures are great as well. Spurs away, a red fixture, by the way. Are you mad? So yeah, he's got Man United, Spurs, who are terrible, Wolves, who are pretty terrible. Well, I'll say that. Cunha is the only reason they're winning games, really. Bournemouth, Southampton, yeah. That run for Newcastle was good. I think Tottenham are a team to target, genuinely do. Yeah, the fixture difficulty rating is broken, isn't it? Yeah, I really like Gordon, Sally. I'll go for him. And the good thing about Gordon is well, apart from that Brentford fixture, he starts pretty much every game. Unless he's injured. I do like Gordon. I agree, Harry. It is a real minefield. There's so few options that I'd actually want to buy, which probably suggests to me that you should go for the top defenders, cheap midfielders, maybe Gordon. Brought in Solanke for João Pedro. Well, mate, João Pedro hasn't even played yet. If you want to go even cheaper, Claudette, you could get Dibbling, who is a friggin' legend, but he was on my bench, unfortunately. I didn't say Gordon was cheap. I said cheap midfielders or Gordon. Watkins a shout. Yeah, could be. Newcastle never lose to Spurs. I'm not an expert on that record, to be fair. Yeah, Tottenham and Man United are good fixtures. So I'd be interested. If you were looking at teams to target right now in FPL, teams for like an attacking asset in the game who you would consider to be a green fixture, who would you say? I would probably say Man United, Man City, all the promoted teams. Probably Wolves, Brentford, they concede a load. Who else concedes lots of goals? Spurs, yeah, not said Spurs. Spurs would be a team to target as well. And I would actually consider Nottingham Forest to be a red fixture right now. Yeah, that is an interesting question, Sally, that I do not know the answer to. Does anyone know the answer to that question that Sally has asked about price lock-in for suspension? I actually don't know. Hopefully we get an Isaac brace. Also, guys, I really need the loo. I've had a big coffee and I need the loo. I will be back in 30 seconds. Well, maybe a bit longer. Bear with. I'm just going to fill up my water bottle as well. I left my mic on. Oh dear. Did I actually? There's no way I did that. There's no way. I definitely pressed mute. I'm not having that. There's no way you could hear me. If it happens, it happens, right? It's a very human thing. We all do it. I can't be that embarrassed. I did. I looked down on his trousers to double check. Did I? Well, I'm looking. I'm looking down now. Munoz's red flag came off yesterday. There you go. There's your answer, Sally. Did someone else answer that question as well? Because I'm quite interested in knowing the answer. Also, yeah, we need to look at price change predictions, don't we? So Trent's going to go. Wood's going to go up. Trent's going to go up. Alanga's going to go up. Gabriel's going to go up again. So Gabriel's going to be 6.4. Bloody hell. I still don't have him. Aina's going to become 5.1. Gordon's going up. Cunha's going up in price. So someone's saying Cunha's going to go down. It doesn't look like that. Looks like he's going to go up. That's crazy. Gomez, Marino, any interest there? Any of these players? No, not interested in the fallers. Cunha is an absolute disgrace, by the way. Any Cunha owners, I don't like you. I don't like any Cunha owners. He should be banned. It's an absolute disgrace. He scored the winning goal against Man United. I'm a Man United fan, and I'm taking away the fact that it was against Man United. It's just in general for the competition of the league, right? He pretty much single-handedly won the game for Wolves against Man United, which could save Wolves potentially from being relegated, where he should be banned because, you know, what he did, it's not like there's a review to do. You just watch the video and think, okay, he's pulled a guy's glasses off. That's pretty horrendous. He should be banned. It should be like a 3 to 5 game ban. And he just does. Why has he not been banned yet? It's crazy. It's not like you need to do a review, so that doesn't take that long to decide it. Yeah, bloody offended glasses wearer. We've been through this issue already, I think, Sally. Anyway, as a glasses wearer, I am offended by you. If you like football, you should enjoy Cunha playing. Yeah, but morally, it's wrong. You can't be a righteous man and enjoy Cunha playing. Apology not accepted. I'm not having it. Yeah, I'd love to get Chris Wood in Fantasy FC, but I just can't afford it. Quite simply, I can't afford it. Why is João Pedro not getting banned? Well, he didn't actually connect. You know, he didn't actually connect. And ultimately, yeah, I don't really care about João Pedro, even though he's in my team. I just couldn't care less about him, to be honest. If he got banned or not, I don't really care. You cannot do trial by camera. I don't know. I get it, but come on. It doesn't take much, does it? It's also, I think it's a shame that it's just not been reviewed straight away. It's as blatant as it gets. If I buy Gordon and Wood for Enzo and João Pedro, I end up with 0.1 in the bank. Nice. I like those moves. I like it. I like those moves. Chris Wood over Gakpo for me. It was indeed pretty blatant. I don't actually know how to pronounce your name. Is it Damie? Yes, Leicester almost scored about 3 versus City. Interesting, Jojo. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. One thing I would say, I think it is the FA being slow. I think if you did do that, you'd know about it. There's no way you can. I refuse. I know that kind of stuff happens in football now, and obviously, I don't think you're ever going to completely stop it. But I think if he shouted racist stuff at Cunha, you'd know about it by now. You definitely know about it by now. And Cunha would have done something about it as well, I think. Or said something about it. Will he float? That's a horrendous trial. I don't float, actually, funnily enough. I'm a sinker. I am a Bristol City fan, mate. What's that leading to? Gibbs White or Murphy? Probably Murphy. Actually, no, I'd say Gibbs White because he's more nailed. I'd say Gibbs White. I've got 3 minutes left. I'll go for another 5. In the final 5 minutes, I'll take any questions. Doesn't have to be FPL related. Just ask me anything at this point, and then I'm going to sign off and go for a swim. I like both of those moves. Gunners go. Cheers, Harry. Should we target Trent? I wouldn't be desperate to get him in, but I do like him. I've got to try and find my stretch cord, whatever I did with that. Swimming world records get broken so often, mate, because someone's peak of physical excellence is so short, and there are so many new athletes coming in all the time. And also, the methods of training in swimming are changing all the time, and it's developing and getting better all the time. Whereas running training, that's pretty well developed, but genuinely, swimming training is going through a real period of transformation at the moment. Especially sprinting. People are actually learning in swimming that in order to get faster at sprinting, you need to sprint in training rather than just do loads of yards or meterage. You are not watching the next Adam PT. I have never seen Mad Max. I actually don't like the concept of Mad Max. Bristol City doing very well. Coming from a jealous, I'm not going to rub it in. Unlucky on Madison. Conspiracy theory. Players look for a ban. Yeah, some might, but I don't believe that was the case with Cunha. I think his was reactionary. He wasn't doing it thinking that he wanted a festive ban. I don't understand that comment, Andrew. Just how good are Leeds? We shall see. 22nd of January, Wednesday night versus Bristol. Who's that, mate? My brain calendar is up to the 11th of January with football at the moment, because that's when Bristol City have got Wolves. When are we going to have a watch along stream? Yeah, I'll have to see. When can I do one? Would people be interested in a watch along stream, by the way? People want that? 4th of January, I'm afraid I'm at the football, so I'm not going to be able to do a watch along. Tuesday, I could potentially do Tuesday or no, Tuesday. I couldn't do that because I'm away. People want to watch along stream, do they? Interesting. We'll see. It will have to be when Bristol City aren't playing. I could do that. We give that a go. We'll give that a go. I found my stretch cord, by the way. People, yeah. All right. Well, think about that watch along stream then. Nonto to Liverpool. We shall see. That's up to Harmony to answer that one, I think. We need at least a centre half in January. Still think we had a decent season so far, though. Oh, who's your team? Andrew. Cortex wants a fiver. We'll see. Oh, you're a Wednesday fan, I see. Do you go to the toilet before you swim? I'm not going to answer that one. Watch along water aerobics. We got down that path in the last stream, mate. We started talking about OnlyFans. Not going there again. Harmony's talking about willies in the chat. This is going downhill now. Harry's just been. Great. Great news, Harry. I'm proud of you, man. Well done. I'll stay for another couple minutes, then I'm going to shoot off. I'm only joking, Harmony. I know. It'd be interesting to see how you wear your swimming hat. What do you mean? I just put it on my head, mate. It's not that exciting. I'm not putting a swimming hat on a live stream. I'll tell you what, I will put a swimming hat on if we hit 25,000 subscribers. When we hit 25k, I will put a swimming hat on a stream. I don't need to do anything funny, mate. I just put the hat on my head. It's not that hard. Happy New Year to you too, Nixie. This is the final stream I will be doing of 2024, by the way. I said this already, but I'm going to do it again because it was quite fun to say it on the last one. Claudette's writing this one down. My notebook's on the other side. But yeah, 25,000 subscribers is the goal for next year. So we'll do my best. I'll do my best to hit that. And then if we do, I will wear a swimming. I'll show you what my hat looks like. Bear with. I've got two actually. I've got a bag of swimming kit here. Swim cap and speedos. Well, that's just what I do in training. So I've got two hats. I've got one. This is my swim team, Bristol Henley Swimming Club. That's my hat. I wear that occasionally, but then I also I've got a bullet cap. Got a bullet cap which is for racing. It's a little bit dusty, so you have to bear with the dust. But I've got a bullet cap as well. So I wear that when I'm racing. It's like, yeah, it's already like rounded, if that makes sense. I also wear contacts too, Andrew. I will be putting my contacts in a second. Good morning, Alex. I'm afraid I'm just about to sign off, mate, but I hope you're well. I'm not sure what YouTube's regulations are on me doing a stream in a pair of Speedos. If I hit 1 million subscribers, I'll do a stream in a pair of Speedos. How about that? I'll take one for the team and do that. If I hit 1 million subscribers, I'll do that. There it is, a commitment to you guys. Stick around for that. I'm not sure if there's ever a chance to hit 1 million subscribers on an FPL channel. But yeah. $20.75. Yeah, we'll see. Speedo reveal at 1 million. Yeah, you could count that. Yeah, please leave a like rating on the stream if you've enjoyed it. I'm going to shoot off in a sec and stretch and go for a swim. I'm terrified that all of this stuff is being written down and recorded, though. I'm quite scared of Claudette now. You have to subscribe to my OnlyFans for them. Stretch video on the second channel. You want to see me stretched? No chance, mate. It's just boring. Just me stretching. Got to sort out the hip flexors. I sit down quite a lot, so yeah, all I do is just work on the hip flexors, basically, get them moving. Right, that's me done. I'm going to stop talking about that now because this is going to go into degeneracy. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. That was the last one of the year. I hope you all have a Happy New Year. And I will catch you. I'll make a video this evening, ultimate guide. I'll do a team selection, transfer plans. All the usual videos will come out over the next few days. I'm off for a swim, and I will see you later.